Hello everyone, and welcome to another oddschecker.com/US preview of a primetime NFL game. My name is Davis Mattek from sportsgrid.com, and I am here to preview the Los Angeles Rams playing at the Seattle Seahawks. And let me tell you, this is a game that 8 weeks ago, we would have been very excited for. The Seahawks offense was cooking. The Rams looked a little resurgent. They have some great defensive players, right? Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, and it really was a clash of the Titans. Well, if you go to oddschecker.com/US right now to preview the odds, you can see it doesn't seem as great. The Rams are 3-point road dogs. The Seahawks are 3-point home favorites. You can bet the Rams on the money line at plus 155. You can bet the Seahawks on the money line at minus 162. And the total for this game is sitting at 42. Unfortunately, this is looking like a pretty ground and pound, boring style NFL game. Earlier this year, when these teams played, it was 23-16. That was a Rams win. And then in week 16, it was 20-9 in a Seahawks win. The most passing yards that Russell Wilson had against this team was 220. That was back in week 10. And if we look at Russell Wilson's output, these have been his passing yards over the last 6 weeks of the season: 159, 197, 121, 236, 216, 225, 182, 220. You have to go all the way back to the Buffalo Bills in week 9 for the last time that Russell Wilson cooked with 362 passing yards in that game, that loss against the Bills. So we are going to be taking the Seattle Seahawks here, going against what I just said. And it doesn't really have that much to do with Jared Goff and John Wolford. Really, it's just down to the Rams struggling on offense this year compared to what they have been in years past. 19th in the NFL in yards per play, 22nd in the NFL in points scored. Overall, the Rams offense, a lot of what we believed about Sean McVay, his play calling, it kind of has just gone to the wayside over the last 2 seasons. Part of that is Jared Goff really regressing. Part of that is the NFL catching up to what it was that the Rams were doing on offense. The jet motion, not near as confusing for these teams. And it hasn't been true for the Seahawks either. Another reason why we are going to be taking the Seahawks here is their defense was basically the worst in the league for the first half of the season, and now, like pretty much everyone expected, they've just gone back to the pack. They're 6th in the NFL in offensive DVOA, 16th in the NFL in defensive DVOA, 3rd in the NFL in special teams DVOA. Really, the Seahawks are a worse defense than the Rams, but on offense, you would clearly rather have Russell Wilson, Chris Carson, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, than you would have the Rams skill position grouping. There also is a decent chance that John Wolford starts this game instead of Jared Goff. I think maybe the upgrade from Goff over Wolford is maybe worth a point and a half. But really what you're looking at with this line is you're just saying, can the Rams win this game on the road in Seattle? And to be honest, certainly it is in the realm of possibility, right? The money line would suggest that this is kind of closer to a coin flip than anything else. But I do believe that the Seahawks will be able to prevail here. I think that their version of the ground-heavy West Coast offense is going to be better than the Rams version of the ground-heavy West Coast offense. I think that Pete Carroll obviously has been in these spots a number of times. He tends to be more aggressive on 4th downs. I think that ends up being a big determiner of who wins these very close games. So we are going to side with the Seattle Seahawks here, minus 3 points. We are going to take them on the money line. I'm not going to bet myself on the total because taking the under on 42 just sounds, suicidal. But if I was going to bet, my strong lean would be on the under here. So everyone over at oddschecker.com/US, good luck with your wagers this weekend.